What is the Federal Eviction Moratorium? Frequently asked questions during the COVID-19 crisis, presented by Three Rivers Legal Services. Number 1. The Federal Eviction Moratorium applies to certain housing that receives federal funding. The CARES Act created a federal eviction moratorium for housing that receives federal funding. Public housing, Section 8 voucher rentals, low-income housing tax credit rentals, U.S. Department of Agriculture rentals, and rural housing voucher rentals are all covered. The federal eviction moratorium extends until July 25, 2020. For single-family homes with mortgages backed by the Federal Housing Administration, Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, the eviction moratorium has been extended to September 1st, 2020. Number 2. The federal eviction moratorium prevents landlords from filing new evictions. The federal eviction moratorium prevents landlords that receive federal funding or federally insured mortgages from filing new evictions for non-payment of rent. Landlords are also prevented from charging tenants any fees, penalties, or other charges related to the non-payment of rent. Note: the federal eviction moratorium does not forgive rent amounts due during the COVID-19 crisis, so rental payments due during the moratorium will eventually have to be paid. Number 3. How do I know if I am covered by the federal eviction moratorium? Unfortunately, there is not an easy way to determine if your rental is covered by the federal eviction moratorium. You can ask your landlord about the mortgage. If you are in a building with more than 5 rental units, you can use the National Low-Income Housing Coalition's online tool to determine if it has a federally backed mortgage, available here. You can also contact the Three Rivers Legal Services Helpline at 1-866-256-8091 for help in determining whether the federal eviction moratorium applies to your unit.